everyone, Andrea Aurora here, and today I'm going to be making a fresh, easy, and delicious salad. I'm going to be making my lobster salad, and it's served with fresh butter lettuce, a little bit of asparagus, and a delicious creamy butter sauce. So let's get started. Basically, I brought a pot of water to a boil and threw the lobster in really quickly, and I knew that the lobster was done when the water continued to boil again.
Remove the tail first by firmly twisting it off. Then we're going to take out the meat.
Just to make it easy, put it on its side and press down, and you're going to hear it crunch. Well, I can show you like this. Okay, that's us snapping this outer side, and now we're just going to snap the inside. Let's see, you can just pull it open and you'll feel it, and you just pull that tail right out of there, unbruised and beautiful. Okay, there's our lobster tail. And next, we are going to remove the claws. So right at this base right here, claw 1 and claw 2. Okay, right here at this bendy part, take this and just snap it back. Okay, there's lots of meat in there. Play around with that. Snap that one back. And now we're going to get into the claw. So we want to remove all this extra liquid. You see that coming out? And you just kind of push this back and forth like that, and you see extra leaven, and then you just pull that right out, and you're going to get some shearing scissors, cut right along the way, and you can pull the claw right out. There's that one. Let me get my scissors. Alright, so I'm going to cut right into this lobster claw. And be gentle, because literally the meat is right along the edge. You don't want to chop that up. Ah! I'm clumsy. Come on. Okay. Wiggle it around. And there is a nice, beautiful claw. I'm going to start with a stick of butter. Sorry, my New Year resolution people on a diet. This is not the recipe for you. You're going to put it in a pan. Whoa, that pan's obviously way too hot. We're just going to melt it down. Take it off the heat. Jesus Christ, does this girl know how to cook or what? Not. Anyway, I'm going to melt this down so it becomes, you know, nice and liquidy. And now I'm going to take one egg yolk. He's mad because I had the pan too hot. He's yelling at me. So separate your egg white from your yolk, and we're just going to use the yolk for the dressing. I am going to, with my one egg yolk, put 1 tablespoon of mustard, and that's going to really help this emulsification. Pan is wobbling. Not cool, such a rookie move. Take some kind of bowl or some kind of pot, stick it right underneath, and that will prevent it from wobbling. Alright, so back to this. Slowly but surely, a little bit of butter at a time, and we are making our sauce. Keep whisking and keep whisking. We're going to add the acid element to this, which is going to turn it into more of a dressing. So I have some rice wine vinegar. I'm going to add about 1/4 of a cup. Okay. And a little bit of sugar to taste. I'm going to put a little more acid in there because I like the lovely, lovely taste of fresh lemon. So you just kind of hold it upright and squeeze and let the juice run down your hand, because you don't want seeds, because that is not sexy in a dressing. And of course, you always have to season. So I add a little bit of salt, a little bit of fresh cracked pepper,
Next, we're going to do our asparagus. Cut your asparagus at a nice clean bias and make sure each piece is bite-sized. After that, we're going to take our asparagus and blanch it in hot water, remove it from the hot water, and then cool it down in a nice cold ice bath. Next, we're going to do the oranges. Cut off the top and the bottom of your orange, and now we're going to trace the skin all the way around with our knife, removing it from the orange. So delicately but firmly lay your knife flat, and we're just going to literally carve off the skin. And you really want to save as much meat as you can. Check it out. I'm going to do this to the entire orange. Once we've carved away all the skin, we're going to start removing the segments. So gently place your knife in between each segment and just cut them out. It's fairly simple. You really just want to make sure you remove all that white extra pith. I'll show you one more. Right along the outer shell and right along on the other side of that outer shell to get a beautiful segment.
Now that all of our components are prepared for our salad, we can start the assembly, the artsy-fartsy part. So I have this beautiful buttery lettuce and a nice big bowl. You can use a plate if you will, or if you like. And I'm just going to take a few pieces down at the bottom. A little bit of salt, just a little bit. You want to make sure your lettuce is always salted. And a little bit of dressing just along the top.
Finish it with a little bit of asparagus, and we're going to keep repeating these nice lovely layers of our butter lettuce, some salt, asparagus, and a little bit of dressing. And we're going to keep repeating this until we've finished all of our lettuce. A little more dressing right on the top. Alright, and now it's time for a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. And my favorite part, the lobster. Toss it in the dressing. Get it nice and coated. Stack it up on top. Add even more height to this beautiful high tower of a salad. And we're going to scatter the knuckles around just so there's a nice bit of lobster in every bite. And it's very, very pleasing to look at. You're like, wow, I get all this lobster. And we're going to tuck the claw in that little nook. All right. Don't forget to clean your plate. You never want to serve a dirty plate. So tacky. And add your segments. Finish it off with a little bit of dressing. Look at that. Nice, creamy, buttery, and delicious. And now it's time to enjoy. But don't forget, say bye to me.